Hello and welcome back. Today we're playing a list by Ragnarver, who held a 68.8% win rate from, I think, Platinum or Diamond all the way up to top 100 Mythic. It's an Allies list. I haven't played Allies in a little while. I always kind of like the deck in general. Thank you, Wizards engineering team, for leaving this bug in for us. But yeah, it's got a couple cards I haven't really played with in this style of list. It's got a Grand, which I've only played on the Is It list. It is, in fact, an ally, so a little bit of draw discard action for free isn't too bad. We also have 3 copies of Allies at Last in the main board. Super cheap removal spell, instant speed. It's got affinity for allies, so it costs 1 less to cast for each ally you control. Up to 2 target creatures you control, each deal damage equal to their power to target creature and opponent control. So very cheap removal spell. Sideboard you can't really see. I guess there's a little bit of graveyard hay, a little bit of counterspell action, some anti-enchantment or flying. We got a Earth Kingdom Jailer. I haven't played this card either, kind of like Brutal Cathar-ish. 3 mana, 3/3 human soldier ally. When it enters, exile up to 1 target artifact, creature, or an enchantment. An opponent controls mana value 3 or greater until this guy leaves the battlefield. We got some more Angs in here. We got a Millstrider's Resolve, which is a very cheap fight spell. Triple Mise in here for the anti-kind of control matchup. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Another Graveyard Hate in the Boiling Rock, some Allies at Last, and another Hakoda, and another Ang of the Crossroads. We'll do some unedited ranked best of 3 Mythic Standard. I did try to do a 250 card pile of Esper today, but it was fine. I just queued up against literally the same guy I queued up against 3 days yesterday, running the Hypertune Simic list. I was like, oh god, my 250 pile is not up for another day against super meta decks, so I bailed on that. So we're doing another kind of classic tournament deck that must be okay at least. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments. I got a weird comment the other day. Someone was accusing Wizards of the Coast, was like saying, I'm never playing this game anymore because Wizards of the Coast employees are all like, you know, into young children type of thing, like that kind of bad thing, Epstein file type thing. I did not investigate it. I was like, okay, hopefully that's not true. We'll be on the play here. We're up against rank 11 Mythic. Let's do it. Let's give them a run for their money. Ally. 1 drop. Then we'll have to decide if we're going aggro, scale up, or invest in the long game. It's Forest. Elf. We definitely want green here. But yeah, the question is, are we scaling or we're just going pure damage? I don't think pure damage is bad. I might go pure damage here. Okay, 3/3 to the face. Allies at Last, down to 1 mana. We play this on green just so we have that open. It is Badgermole on 2. Charming as usual. Manual taps, Leyline Weaver. Okay, another land is good. I think we need to leave open Allies at Last for the Robo turn. We've learned that the hard way the other day. I think we'll still try this attack. I don't think they're going to block. Okay. Well, it's got 7 mana at the ready. Shock in on blue. That's spooky. Could have the counterspell. We tried. Nature's Rhythm just for X equals 2, though. Another Badgermole, I guess. It's a lot of mana. 10 mana now. So I can run back Nature's Rhythm. Okay. Okay. I mean, that is a Really good start for them. Oof. Feeling like this is not going our way so far. Nine mana. Nature's Rhythm, X equals 8. I guess they're going for the Crater Hoof. So if we just kill the Weaver or the Badger Mole here, does that matter? It shrinks the damage by a little bit. I guess we should, right? We might lose anyway. They'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll get +8, +8. So they'll have 2 attacking creatures. With trample. So 23 damage. Yeah, that's exactly lethal. Okay. Fun game of Magic. Awesome. Very engaging. Okay. Could try again. This can take the Reverberate, I guess. I like this card. Fight spell seems good early. Maybe you guys as well. Probably can't attack with Grand that effectively. Don't really need Graveyard Hate. Aang is a little bit late. I mean, there's so much mana. I don't know that Aang really helps you. Airbend it and then cast it back for 2 very easily. I'll go with something like this. We'll be on the play. I mean, Badger Mole's a hell of a start. But again, if we kill the Badger Mole there, and they just go turn for a Reverberate, they also auto-win, so... You're kind of effed if you do, effed if you don't. But I think that is the better way. Alright, we'll keep this. Okay, enters tapped. Shock. 1 drop. Pollinate, you got it. Okay. Again, pressure or draw. I think we'll try draw, but I mean, on the play, can we just pressure them to death with lieutenants? We already have 4 lands. It's not that bad. I think we'll actually go pressure here. Lieutenant Katara, and then Lieutenant Voyage. We have great stuff to play every turn for a while. We'll see if it matters. It is Badger Mole on 2. Where is the Shuffler? Shuffle that card into a different hand. Alright, well, I mean, if they have Badger Mole, they just override. We got the Jailer, it's okay. Okay, let's double some triggers here. 3/3. Opponent goes to 13. Okay, interesting. Riddle for 2, I think. Might have been Riddle for... no, that was Riddle for 5. 0 mana, draw 2 extra cards along with the 4/6 body. Seems like a good Magic card. People haven't been playing it much, but... Okay. Okay. I guess we maybe want to take it. I don't know if that's a priority here, to be honest. Opponent drops to 7. We can Katara and Lieutenant next turn, or Jailer and Lieutenant, assuming they don't win this turn. 4 mana. It is the Ouroboros. Why wouldn't it be? But they might not have lethal. We'll see. We could still follow up for victory. It is possible. Shock. Not good. 7 mana open. Another Riddler. Someone can get jailed, though. These guys have trample. 10 damage presented. They leave back all their blockers. Makes sense. Well, we have to take their Ouroboros unless we think we can find lethal off the tramplers. Each other ally you control. Whenever another ally control, I just put a +1 counter on this creature. Doubled up. So we'll get +2, we'll get +4 to each of these, so we'll have a 10-10 and a 5-5, basically. Don't think that threatens lethal. It does not. Okay. Unfortunate. So I guess that means we have to jail the Ouroboros, otherwise we'll lose the long game. Still have to deal with double Riddlers in the sky. I think it has to be the Ouroboros still. I don't think we have lethal otherwise. We have 13 attacking power. Take 10 in the air. Alright, we got allies at last. We got Katara for double triggers. We're kind of close. If they just have a bunch of mana dorks in hand, you know, that'd be great. They have another Ouroboros, or a Crater Hoof, or a Harmonize, or a Riddler. Not as good. Rhythm for 2, get a Magimal, then run back the Rhythm. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana here. So they can X equals 8 and go get a Crater Hoof, although they'll have to tap 2 creatures, but that's maybe enough to win just with the Riddler alone. Okay. I kind of played a game Magic. We were kind of close, but on the other hand, we weren't even close at all. It's an extremely powerful deck. I think it's just Crater Hoof here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 10 to the Riddler. Yeah, there it is. Plus the Behemoth as well. Great. Yeah, okay. Charming Gave Magic the Gathering. Very interactive. Well, turn 3, 8 mana. Definitely good for standard. Definitely not salty. Let's go on to the next one. We'll try again. Unedited, baby. You won't believe this deck. It's crazy. Linux says, I found you back in the days through Reddit, your data science video back then. Then I checked your older videos and been here since, so yeah, I saw the first videos. Cool. Thanks for sticking around. MSJ, rank 92 Mythic. I've played so many Simic games in a row. Feeling traumatized. Turn 2 Badge Roll, every game. Not a single game without turn 2 Badge Roll. Alright, this is fine. We'll keep this. Good enough. I think we go ally here over the protectors. Red. Oh, that's interesting. Now what do you think? I think we actually want to keep the Voyager alive if we can. Lessons. Okay, never mind. Forget that plan. Resolves for a hot second. Immediately killed, alright. Right into Monument. How useful is airbending that? They replay it for 2. And they could immediately do something. We could just start drawing. I think it's better to do this. Take our double spell. Take our draw. That's nice. We could double spell on our own turn here. Kind of weird. We could Aang on our own turn. Just bounce the endurance, make him replay it. It's okay. Alright, they are ready to discard here. But, you know, we get up to 5 lands, we cast an Aang. There's some real pressure to that. Double red, no blue open. Okay, there's the next land anyway. Could save the Voyager, I guess. And take the draw? Oh, no, we can't. But we'll still save the Voyager here. That's okay. Or we can bounce the Monument, have them replay it. For 2. How good is that? It's losing that a little bit. We don't have a ton of pressure. That might be worth it. Nah, I'm going to save our creature. Alright, Granny. Alright, 2 mana, draw 3. Tap land. 2 mana open. They could counter Aang, which would suck. We could attack first and see if they want to interact. We can also draw a discard. I think I like that better. Maybe they'll blow our removal spell here. You think they're going to quench me? I kind of think they want to quench me here. I think I'd rather go for this. Do nothing. Could have been a quench turn, potentially. 5 cards in hand, 5 damage to the Voyager. Opponent's down to 11. But, ooh, uncounterable. That is huge. Pre-combat, is that relevant? In this deck? I think it's fine. I'm not sure it matters too much. Oh, we might have had Cavern of Souls out there already. We did not need to worry about Quench last turn. That's my bad. Maybe okay, because we could hit another Ang here anyway. Katara, double triggers. I think taking cards out of the graveyard is maybe better. I mean, we can take one. It doesn't really matter, though. I suppose it's fine either way. All these are powerful. When it goes to 7, we flip Aang. Land creatures you control have vigilance at the beginning of combat on your turn. Earthbend, too. Flip the Sauna. Oh, we get the game 1. We had Cavern of Souls early. I don't know. We should have just cast the Aang earlier. Non-creature spell. This card's going to be huge. Instant sorcery. Triggered ability. This card is maybe not bad either. Indestructible's not bad. This can actually take their artifacts, which is maybe okay. Maybe we can throw in Soul Guide Lantern. Rockbiter's also pretty good. All right, who's coming out is the question. We don't need any creature removal for the most part. Certainly not that much. How good is a Lantern? It's not awful. We do have a lot of Rockbiters, though. Rock Riders. I don't know that Aang is incredibly good here. I think cheap counterspell could be worth playing though. Scaling up is also a decent strategy. So who do you really want to cut is the question. I don't want to cut anyone. We can cut some ramp, I guess, with 23 lands. I think I'd rather keep the ramp. I don't know. Okay, we'll try this. We're not really good at holding open mana. We're kind of just trying to curve out with our creatures. I don't know if we can hold up in counter spells. If there's a big sweeper, I might prioritize it more. It's okay with me. I'll draw. Okay, let me try this. Grand on a 1. We can match that. Should be able to block here. I don't think there's any 1 damage thing we're worried about. That I know of. Okay, dead immediately. Opponent on the play. Red open. I think we'll go for the Voyager here anyway. This guy does survive though. And then next turn we'd have 4 mana. This guy does survive another 5-bending lesson. Just one reason to play him. Also blocks the Grand. I will offer the block. I mean, this card's very good. We'll see if they kill the Divine Guide anyway. Alright, Grand sticks around. We'll free draw. Draw this card up to 3 lesson power. Artist talent for 1 mana. Okay. Very cheap spell. I guess we could sub in Paw Patch Formation, right? Does that kill? I think it kills the gems, not artifacts. Does it do both? Alright, we'll take the block, if they let us. They're kind of out of cards. So, we'll see how good their top deck game is. It's unfortunate. Okay. They're close to pulling away. They're a single accumulated wisdom from pulling away, and there it is off the top. Another one. Could scoop right now. I don't think you could fault me if I scooped right now. Dude just drew 6, 7 cards and with 2 mana. I think we can probably scoop right here. We could top deck the big Ang, the 5 mana Ang, but even then, what are we possibly gonna do? Yeah, it's about game to me. Even if we top deck Ang, can we beat this fistful of cards? Probably not. Probably not. I'll give it one more draw here. It's interesting, they just kill it immediately. I think we go to game 2. We don't even need to show them that. Let's... Turn 1 Grand defended is brutal. Okay. Anything else I would change for this game? Not really. Destroy enchantment. Not really. How good is Soul Guide Lantern? I think it's probably worth playing that one. I think that one might need to come in. I could take out a guide here. I think that card could be very good. This still answers the artifact, which I think is decent. And then all the Graveyard Hate, I think is good. And we cut a little bit of ramp. And then we have like 25 lands instead of 23. I think that's okay. Yeah, alright. On the play this game. That was a brutal start against Grand. We'll go to game 3 here. Against the world champion? Yeah. That was the World Championship, right? Yeah, World Championship winning deck. On the play. 2-lander, 1-drop. Yep, looks good enough for me. We are uncountable, let's not forget that. Are we going Protectors or Lieutenant, or damage off the Earth and Allies, the question. I think I want to go Earth and Ally. If we get it up to a 3 toughness creature, it might be a little difficult for them to deal with. Grand, coming in again. No shame. We could double spell here, which might be even better, actually. I think that is the better play. Not sure this color matters. Okay, we're ramping up. If they don't kill the Divide Guide here, then we have a lot of mana for next turn. Could go right into an uncountable Ang, or even Lieutenant Rioter could be very good. Keep the graveyard super clean. And scale up all our creatures. I think I could see that over Ang. We'll see if we get a turn. Okay. Only 4 mana this turn. Nobody's got Vigilance, right? No. It's actually kind of a nice top deck. I don't think we need to do anything now. Keep our 3/3 blocker back. At some point we do want to clear out a bunch of lessons this turn. This is a big start for us. If the Rioter sticks around, protected by the Protector, we keep the Graveyard Claim. That is a huge blow against them. Okay, go for the talent, sure. Land comes in tapped. No attacks. Alright, this is huge. Take you. Sure. Keep that Graveyard Claim. This is big for us. Not a land off the top, it's still good. So 6 mana total. I think we can Aang here. Lieutenant Rockbiter is also very good, though. Should be fine. Where we get Firebending 1 mid-combat. Don't think we're using that, though. We don't have a way to use that, do we? Firebending 1 mid-combat. Alright, level up, sure. Okay. Three damage somewhere. It's got to go on the Protectors. This guy indestructible. Keep that Graveyard clean. Katara, double triggers. Maybe worth waiting on the Aang for that. Okay, a lot of firebending, nowhere to go with it. One drops to 1. Katara, Last Defender. I think that's too much for them. Unless they sideboard in like some kind of explosive sweeper. Difficult to pull off because they don't have that many expensive spells. The Steaming Sauna, they could. They need a sweeper right here. And then they could actually win the game. I think without that, I think it's probably too much. Too expensive to do all the things they would need to do. It has to be explosive whatever right here. That's not it. Yeah. Okay. +2, so it'll deal 3 damage to a lot of things here, actually. Interesting. Okay. Nothing we can do about that. Pretty solid. Not enough, but very solid. Okay, nice! Take home the match. Rockbiter coming in clutch there. Very nice. Feels good after getting annihilated by Badgermole in match 1. We'll do another match here. Some powerful decks in Standard, I'll tell you that.
Well on your way to being a great planeswalker.
1 mana draw 3s. Turn 3, double Badgermole, make 8 mana. Cast anything out of your deck. The Killer Ganon will be on the play. Sure. Okay-ish. Not amazing, but it's okay. I think Achievement Hunter is actually more interesting to get than Magus of the Arena, but it doesn't sound as cool. I forget exactly what it is, but like Magus, you have to hit Mythic in Limited and Constructed. But I think Achievement Hunters, you have to hit Mythic in Limited and Constructed at the same time, or something like that, which I have done, but I think this is actually the more difficult achievements yet. All right, Joy, Badgemole on 2. Cool. Mockingbird for X equals 1. Copy the Badgemole. All right, again, we're in the same position as always. We can hold on to allies at last, I guess. If we bounce the Aurora, they just play it back, so this kind of sucks. We have to hold on to allies at last for River. I don't think they're gonna block, but we actually need both creatures to guarantee allies at last, so let's see it, dude. 9 mana. Neutronite Stories, okay. They'll have 6 mana after this. I mean, they can always tap it in response, right? Okay, so they're like the melee version, I guess. A little more... yeah, it's got some different options to think about. Can attack from different angles. X equals 2, go get another Auroboroid, or sorry, another Badgemole. Pollinator can make 4 mana here. Okay. I mean, our board states are just insanely different. Sure. I think we're holding on. If we tap out, I think we lose, sadly. I don't think we can attack either because we need both our spells this turn for the most part. Okay. Aang can bounce the Harmonize, and then it's uncastable because they have to cast it for 2 instead of X. And then allies at last can kill the Auroboroid. But that is it, man. That is all we got. Alright, so we got an answer to that. That's okay. We can deal as long as they don't have a counter spell here. I can't tell if that's Riddler for... probably just the full cast Riddler. There's no point in bouncing that, right? Just recast it for 2. Which is not so good for us, so... okay. I think we want Aang on the Harmonize effect. That is our best shot here. But if you don't see the issue, the opponent has... alright, so this is where the Aang's gotta go. We have green open, which is fine. Opponent acting like they have a response here. They do have a Detect Intrusion. Oh, this game sucks. Alright, let's game. X equals 8, get whatever it is, and then just win. So yeah, there's nothing that can be done here. This does a tiny amount, but that fucking sucks. Okay. Deck's good, dude. It's a good deck, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, plus 10, that's fun. Alright, we'll go to game 2. No problem. I don't think the Rider is essential. I mean, it might be better than Aang. Aang deals with Harmonize. Rider kind of deals with Harmonize, although after the fact, after they already resolve it once, maybe Aang is better than the Rider. Neither are great. I don't think Grand attacks that well. Probably cut a Aang here. The games just end before Hakoda can do anything. Is anything better than Hakoda? It seems like we just never have time to even get close to this. The game ends on like turn 3. But there's not really much more we can do to interact early. We could shove in another Aang, on the play especially. It might be worth it. Hakoda just feels underwhelming. I think I'd try something like this. It's a rough ride, dude. Turn 2 Badgermole every game. On the play. Cool. Good enough. You know, doesn't get much better than that. No complaints. Okay, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop on the play. We'll see how that does. Okay. Badgermole on 2. Every fucking game. Okay, so classic question. We killed a Badgermole on our turn. They only have 2 mana open. Unless they tap out for another card right here. It'd suck. Mockeeper? It's literally the same fucking play as last game. Fuck, dude. So we just hold allies at last? Or we team up? We hope to draw a 2-drop here, I guess. I mean, I think again we have to hold allies at last for the, I mean, green open specifically. Same problem as last game. If you kill the Badgermole, they still have 6 mana open. Okay, sure. Maybe they'll just have mana dorks. All ramp, no payoff is the hope here. That is our one true hope. Okay, draw 2 more cards. You got it. I think it's warped in. Is there a way I can tell? I'm not sure. I think it's warped in. I can't tell actually. It's got the blue, it's like the silvery white outline, so I think that means it's warped. Dude's still got 4 more mana to play with. Can do anything he wants. Does not shock it in. So still 4 mana open. Alright, we do have an answer to that. I don't know if that will impact the game, but we do have it. We're just so vastly far behind. It's crazy. They just replay the Riddler, draw 2 more cards. Rough, 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 rough. Leave green open for another fight spell? No, I'd rather leave open a potential ally play. It's a good card. It doesn't do enough by itself. Just trade the Weaver with this. I think we need our resources. Hold on, dude. So unlikely to win with that much draw power. That'll probably do it. Go get the last fucking Badger Mole. Brutal. 3 Badger Moles. Each land makes 3 mana? No, 4 mana each. Holy shit. Actually insane. Okay, and that'll be game. Well. Okay. Alright. Hot diggity dog. If that's not some unedited ranked mythic gameplay for you, I don't know what is. Tough cookies. Hot damn. Hot damn. Alright, I'm gonna go cool off. I'm gonna take a bath. I'm gonna go cool off after that. This is not, we're not even gonna make it to the 50-minute mark. Oh my gosh. Oh man, nothing to say there. Good deck, Badgermole, very good card. Simic, very good color combination. Sphinx, very good card. Reverie, very good card. Nature's Rhythm with Badgermole, very good card. It's a very good deck. Nothing to be said about that. This deck does not have the tools to compete with that, but that's okay. You can still play it for fun. For fun. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you dare. Whew. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.